Hey, comic book community, Longbox Love Affair here. I have a comic book haul from two conventions that I went to over this past 2 weekends. So I've been lucky enough that there have been two different cons, small cons. One happens in a hotel, one happens in a fire hall, and been able to find some books. I have taken a break from the convention circuit for a little bit. I haven't gone to too many shops and done too much hunting. So this was sort of my re-entry into collecting back issues in the beginning of 2023. So this is what I have. The last con, today's con, was Super Bowl Sunday, so they have always a good turnout, and it's always a fun time to see what comic books are on the shelves before people go to their games and parties. So the first haul I'm going to show you is from last weekend, and I paid $88 for books, and I bought all of these. $88. The one that I'm really the most excited about, and this is a good time to be buying comic books. It also shows that it's good to be waiting because the market is down a little bit. So as a seller, I hate that because I want to be able to sell comic books for a good price. But as a buyer, it is a great time. So this book was super high, and I have never found it for too cheap, and it's been going down. So I was finally picking up this variant cover to Thor #5, the Ribic variant. It's the first Black Winter. This is the Donny Cates run. I bought this for about $60. It was packaged in a deal, so it came to about $50-$60 at the end of the day. And was happy about that. This is a cover buy for me. I sold some of my Thor Donny Cates run, but I kept these issues. I have doubles of some, but this is the variant cover I never got. This is a really cool Ribic issue, Ribic cover. Esad Ribic, fan of his, and Del Otto for the Thor variant. So excited to pick this one up for really cheap, about half at least, if not more than half of what it cost before. I also picked up Wolverine 66, the first Old Man Logan. I had this issue. I think I know I sold this issue, and I thought it was a double, and it turned out to be my only copy. So I was just waiting to find this in the bins, and I found it for around 15 or 20 bucks. Again, it was all packaged in, so I got a decent deal. But it is just, I love this storyline. I don't have a full run of Wolverine books. I buy the ones that I like, but I remember picking these off the shelf and enjoying them. So Wolverine, Old Man Logan 66, definitely a great read if you are into buying trades or single issues if you want to cobble it together. As some of you know, I sold pretty much all of my Invincible run not too long ago, and that was to help finance a bigger key. More on that soon. But in the meantime, thank you for those of you that did purchase Invincible comics from me and continue to check out my eBay auctions that I do almost every week. So post new things on Sundays, usually Sunday nights. So I was able to pick up some Invincible books for cheap because I love that series, and if I find them for cheap, I will pick them up. I do have other ones that I did not post that were doubles that I'm holding on to for the time being. But I do love this cover and this storyline, Invincible 124, the reboot storyline that Ryan Ottley and Robert Kirkman did. Really cool story, as if Mark wakes up one day and it starts off at issue #1, but he still has memory of everything. So there were 3 issues that they did the reboot. So have that. Pick that up for about $5. The other ones, though, that I picked up were $3 each. So I was really happy about that. And they're not keys. They're just really cool filler Invincible books. So I picked up issue number 79, 80, 74, and 78. So that was that haul, and all of those books I just showed were $88 total at this convention. And I thought, that's okay. I don't need to spend money just for the sake of spending money. I didn't see any keys on the wall I needed. I'm trying not to go crazy. So I said, enough is enough. Let's go. And I was not going to go to the second con that I went to, that it happened to be today, the Super Bowl con. Wasn't going to go. And I was like, even on Friday, I was like, I'm going to exercise restraint. I'm not going to go. And then on Saturday, I was like, maybe I will go tomorrow because it's on Sunday. And so I had all weekend to entice myself to going, and I'm glad I did. So this is what I picked up there. All right, I'm going to show you what I picked up, and I will tell you the price total at the end, because I only went to one dealer and bought comics. I went to other dealers in the hotel ballroom, but I didn't buy anything from them. I almost did, but I didn't find anything that was the right deal, the right price, the right comic. So again, exercise some restraint. But the book of the day for me is actually a very simple book, but it is Avengers Children's Crusade #1, the second print. It's a wraparound second print variant with images in the back of House of M, and really cool, harder to find second print. It goes for 50 to 60 bucks. It was on the wall for 20, but I bundled it, so that's why I'll tell you the total price later. But not a book I've ever seen in person at a con, so I was happy to grab it. And the ones on eBay, they're dinged up, they're not of the condition I want, and they're just, didn't want to spend $60+ for this book, so I found it for 20 or less. In the $10 bins, I found The Tick and Invincible #100. So The Tick had Invincible guest star, not a Tick collector. I know Tick has a niche audience, but what I'm assuming is that this is a very low print Invincible crossover. So if that is true, then this book could potentially have some legs. So this is more of a wait and see type of purchase. I also picked up, because I love this issue, Solar Man of Adam #10, first appearance of the Eternal Warrior. A word to the wise about this book: there is a Roman numeral 2 up underneath the box at the top for the second print. This is the first print. This was in with the second print of this book, but I picked up the first print. I haven't opened it. I should have, but at the end of the day, I was like, for 10 bucks, I'll grab it. It's a favorite book of mine from when I was growing up. This was an unattainable book. It was very pricey. It was hard to find. If you can get a 9.8 in this book, it is really a good deal. Like, you can get a really hefty price tag on 9.8s. I don't think this would be a 9.8, but it's great to have another pre-Unity Valiant key in the collection and add to the Solar 10s that I have. And then the other two books were ones that I debated on and held after I opened them, and was happy to buy these and add them to the collection. I have these already, but I think these are really nice. So, Uncanny X-Men 120 and 121. First appearance of Alpha Flight. They do have a little bit of staining that probably goes throughout the back of the book on each of the corners. So they were probably from the same collection and had a little bit of water damage. There's no rippling, it's just a little staining. I'm fine with that. These are really nice copies. Without that staining, it would probably be a VF copy, but they're just ones you don't see on the wall for affordable, for reasonably priced books. They were priced at $50 and $75 in order. So 120 was 50, 175 or 75 for the 121. So everything was about 165. The dealer, I asked if he would give me a deal. He took $15 off, so I paid about $150. I did pay $150 for everything. So I'm pretty happy with that deal. I think that's fair. Happy to have doubles of these key issues, which fetch a price, especially graded copies that are graded of a decent value. I do love that run. I love the John Byrne run. I love the Dave Cockrum run. I did have doubles at one point. I would love to, like, as I find them in good condition, I would love to recollect some of those and figure out which ones are mine are the higher grade. Maybe grade some of them. We'll see. But so that's my return to comic hunting at conventions. I took a little break, like I said, at the end of last year, and now I've been saving some money. So this con didn't bleed me dry. So thanks for watching. I have some CGC unboxings coming up. I'm going to show off that Grail book of mine that I picked up. It is in my possession. I have it. But when the time is right, I will have that. So please be patient with me, because it is a little bit of a story of achievement, but also buyer's remorse. So stay tuned for that. Make sure you subscribe if you're new to my channel. Feel free to leave me a comment down below. You don't have to, but feel free to do that. Love to hear what you have to say about this haul, and I will see you next time. All right, bye-bye.